Okay, it's time for the Over the Limit review. Start with the pre-show, Kane versus Zack Ryder. Two guys who WWE's not quite sure what to do with at the moment. They actually put on a pretty decent match. It wasn't a squash like I expected. It was actually about an 8-minute match, back and forth. Zack Ryder actually looked good in there. I give it 2 stars. Kane gets him with the choke slam, but Ryder still looked good. You know, the fact that both of these guys on the pre-show, especially Kane, really says something. I mean, Kane on the pre-show, I mean, I'm not really too sure about that, where they're going to go with Kane from here, but it doesn't look good with this type of booking. Still the pre-show, we get a Battle Royal. We find out that the winner of this Battle Royal, the winner is going to face Cody Rhodes or Santino. They get to choose. So the wrestlers start filling the ring, and all of a sudden the pay-per-view starts. And as the pay-per-view is starting, during the FBI warning, we hear fighting in the ring, and the Battle Royal's already started. I mean, this was an awesome way to start off the show. I mean, people fucking kicking each other's asses to begin the show instead of some lame-ass video package that they usually start off with. It was a nice way to go about it, and a surprise, unique start to the show. Decent little match here. Decent Battle Royal. Actually, Tyson Kidd and Alex Riley really stood out in this match the most, with a fury of offense from both guys. Anyway, Christian ends up winning this one. It gets down to the Miz and Christian, and Christian ends up throwing out Miz. I'm not really too sure if this was the best way to go about bringing Christian back to TV or pay-per-view in this case, because he was a heel when he left, and the people really didn't seem too behind him. I mean, they really weren't booing him or cheering him. Really not too into it. Anyway, I give this match a 2 1/4 stars. Not bad. I like that like almost everybody on the roster was in this match, so it was a nice way to look at the talent. Tag titles next with Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger teaming up to face Kofi Kingston and R-Truth. It was a very, very good match, I have to say. Not really too surprised by that. I expected quality here. They gave it actually quite a bit of time. Match was like a little bit over 10 minutes, I think. I give it 3 1/4 stars. A good effort. Kofi Kingston really looks good in here. A lot of fury of offense and some nice like exchanges and counters. Dolph Ziggler goes for a stinger splash in the corner and gets caught with the Trouble in Paradise in midair. So a nice finish there. So the champions retain. Beth Phoenix versus Layla. Not exactly the shit I was expecting. Actually, it was okay for a Divas match. Probably the best we've seen in some time. Beth Phoenix goes for the chicken wing, but Layla gets the victory roll and a 3 count. Looked pretty good. One botched DDT that looked ugly. They replay it for some weird reason. They don't even admit that it's a botch, but it looked horrible. But anyway, nobody really looked too bad in this matchup, so I was pretty happy about that. Next up is the Fatal 4-Way. Alberto Del Rio, Jericho, Sheamus, and Orton. Loved this match. Loved it. Fast-paced. A lot of finishers. Counters back and forth. This was really, really a very good match. I really liked it a lot. Can't really say that I was disappointed at all. I mean, this really lived up to the hype. Sheamus gets the kick on Orton. Excuse me. I mean, yeah, he gets the kick on Orton, and Sheamus rolls up Jericho. Try to remember the finish right there. So that's what happened. It was good, a decent finish. Not the best finish, but really the rest of the match you really can't complain because it was fast paced and it was great. There wasn't really too many sluggish spots in there, no botches, so this was good. So 4 1/4 stars I give it. That's very good. This matchup was even better than the Cena and Brock Lesnar match from Extreme Rules. Believe it. Next up is Miz and Brodus Clay. This is just a match that they threw on at the last minute. It sucked. It was horrible. Miz does a little dancing in the beginning, which was a little funny. You know, ha ha ha. Not like anything that was too uproarious. But anyway, Miz's music plays over Brodus's introduction. A little bit of a botch there, which was funny, but you know, a little bit careless. Anyway, it set the tone for what was going to be a shitty little 2-minute match. Brodus Clay gets the pin with the splash. Just a waste of fucking time here. Okay, so anyway, Christian ends up picking Cody Rhodes backstage, and they go out for the match, and what a fucking disappointment. The match is like 5 minutes at the most, and barely like really got into anything here. It's like a star worth of action. Christian gets the unprettier. Cody tries to fight it but can't. He gets driven into the mat. Three count. Loses clean to Christian. Cody Rhodes must have pissed somebody off in the WWE, because I mean, he lost in about a minute to Santino on SmackDown, and now he's losing in 5 minutes to Christian. Nobody cares that Christian won the Intercontinental title. It was a very bad way to bring him back. Either people are getting sick of Christian, or they just don't give a shit anymore. Anyway, so this is 1 star. Really, what the fuck? Punk and Daniel Bryan tearing the house down in a fucking classic match. Not as good as the Fatal 4-Way, actually. Surprising. But I give it 4 stars. The only complaint I have here, what the fuck was up with that finish? That finish was fucking horrible. Daniel Bryan gets Punk in the yes lock. It looks like he's about to tap, but Punk rolls on top of him. But Daniel Bryan still keeps the hold on, and as the ref counts 3, Punk taps like a second after. I see what they were trying to do there, but it really looks stupid. I think that they could have had a better way to, it looked really weak, the rolled up. It looked like Daniel Bryan could have easily let go and kicked out, but I don't know why the fuck they chose this finish. It definitely affect the rating. I really think that given the better finish, I would have given this a higher rating than the Fatal 4-Way, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. It doesn't deserve it, but a good match. Let's hope for a rematch with a better finish. Obviously, the finish here leaves room for a No Way Out rematch. I hope they do it. Camacho and Ryback are up next. Camacho is the first guy to knock Ryback down. Woo! Who gives a fucking shit? I don't care. Getting sick of these little fucking squash matches. Ryback with the muscle buster. It gets 3. Goldberg chants everywhere. Obviously, people don't like Ryback. They're making fun of him. Get rid of him. Or do something else with him. This is enough of these fucking squash matches already with Ryback. We get the point. He's strong. He can beat a lot of people. But the opponents are jobbers. So, get somebody else or move the fuck on. Cena and Laurinaitis died. Fucking horrible, drawn out match here with some little comedy here and there. Cena playing games. There's one funny part where he puts Laurinaitis in the announcer's table and pretends to be Michael Cole, and but really just a fucking waste of time here. And this is embarrassment that this match was on last. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan should have went on last of the Fatal 4-Way. Not this fucking shit. Anyway, Laurinaitis tries to escape, but Big Show drags Laurinaitis back into the ring, but gets a change of heart and attacks Cena instead. And then Laurinaitis pins Cena. This is a fucking dud. It was a horrible way to end the show. The Big Show thing, I don't really even fucking care anymore. This is like the 10th fucking time that Big Show has turned heel. Oh, all of a sudden they want to make him a monster again. I don't fucking buy it, and no one else should. So, this is just a lousy fucking way to end the show. for a decent pay-per-view.